Yo guys, and welcome back to this new stream here on my channel. And on today's stream we are going to discuss, of course, once again the Bitcoin price action, the Ethereum price action, and of course your favorite projects here out of the market. And if this sounds interesting for you, don't forget to right away smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure to follow my socials here in the link in the description. And with that out of the way here, let's start off with right away talk over Bitcoin. So guys, what you can see here in front of your screen is my current trade, my swing trade position, and this swing trade position is absolutely going nuts right now. It is already in 211% profit, and on today's video and on today's stream I will be discussing of course all my price targets that I will be aiming for on this trade, because yes, I am not even close to be done with this trading position. So if this sounds interesting, of course, make sure to stick till the end of the stream here. And let's start off with right away discussing the lower time frames before running in towards the daily and of course the weekly time frame. Because guys, what can we see right now on the weekly time frame? It is looking quite interesting. So a lot of things to discuss once again on today's stream, and let us start off with, of course, going over the 1 hourly candle. So Bitcoin, you can see we yesterday got a perfect touch here of the 51.9k, and you maybe think, oh, but you just draw this trend line, this horizontal resistance line, because we just topped out over here. No, that is not true, because if I'm going back here towards the previous price action and look at where Bitcoin found some massive resistance at, it was this range over here. And you can see clearly this level provided us several times major resistance. So you can see over here, if we're getting back to Bitcoin, before it was of course finding its local top here around the 52.9k here, you can see major rejections were getting found around that range here. We were finding massive rejections on the 52,000, aka the 51.9k here. And if we're then going back towards the time that we're right now trading on, you can clearly see this level provided us the rejection. So what should we be right now looking at? In my opinion, I do first think of all, the lower side here, around the 50.7k, is going to be our next supportive target on the lower side, and this on the top side is going to be our next major resistance target on the top side. So two inverted levels, one level as support, one level as resistance, and we will be choosing a direction anytime soon here. And I do think that we could be going for another exponential rally in this stream here. We could be doing it once again live in the stream, because if I'm right now zooming in and going towards these lower time frames, it looks to be that Bitcoin is creating some kind of an upward sloping support line, right? So first of all, I see on the 15-minute candles that Bitcoin could be creating this downward sloping resistance line from the top side, and we're right now already generating an approximately, like you can see over here, 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points, and we're finding every single time once we're retesting towards this resistance line on the top side, resistance. I will be already say it, no, I will be not base my trades off the 15-minute time frame, but what I could be doing with the 15-minute time frame is to maybe see on which direction Bitcoin is potentially heading towards. So right now it looks to me that Bitcoin is retesting my support line. So Bitcoin, of course, you can see over here, support getting found over here, support getting found over here, and maybe we're going to go for another retest right now here. So it's going to be important that the next 10 minutes, of course, Bitcoin is going to create a minor wick on the lower side and start going to be moving up from here on. Because yeah, if we're not going to do so, it looks to me that this potential symmetrical triangle is going to choose its direction towards maybe these lower sides of the of this level, of this range that we're right now trading in. So I personally will be approaching this symmetrical triangle, the 50 minutes, to of course determine on where the market is most likely heading towards in the in-minute short term. I will be for sure still say this to you guys out there. No, I will be not trading this. I will be not trading this, and I've said several times before, yes, the market was looking a little bit more weaker yesterday because we're creating several bearish divergences, but I said in that video clearly, loud and clear, never short this freaking market. Right now especially, don't short this market. It is suicide if you're going to short Bitcoin right now here. And so I was saying yesterday as well on the update video that I was bringing out here, the only thing that I will be doing here is potentially wait for a retest, and on the retest I will be opening extra long positions. So I said several times, no, I'm not closing my long position, I will be keeping my long open, but I was of course going to be prepared if we're, let's say, going to get a retracement to of course open a new long position over there. But fortunately, I mean, I'm very glad to see this, of course, that the market even moved further up here, because the market moved further up, and of course we invalidated this bearish divergence. So still, I'm going to talk a little bit about the momentum right now behind the charts here, because I do think momentum analysis is important. You can currently still see market. Once again, yesterday we were forming this bearish divergence on almost every single time frame. Of course, you can see on the MACD as well, we were forming this lower high, higher high on the price action. But right now, of course, we are still forming a lower high here on the MACD. But if we're looking to the moving averages, we're still forming this higher high structure. So the MACD is once again flipping a little bit neutral. To be honest, the RSI has been, of course, after this pump, created a very nice few momentum once again back into towards the chart. So because of this rally that we got created, we invalidated this bearish divergence. So yes, yesterday there was some weakness in the chart, and I was saying to you guys out there to, of course, raise the awareness that there was, of course, a form of weakness coming towards us, and that I will be not shorting the market for sure, not that I was only waiting for, let's say, if we're going to get a retracement, I will be looking for longs, and I will be still doing the same right now here. If Bitcoin is going to retrace from here on, I will be looking for long positions, and of course, I will be not short the market. No, I will be not doing so. I will be waiting till the market cools off, and if the market cools off, I will be benefiting from it because I will be opening massive longs, because on the next potential correction, because guys, I can tell you already, there is going to be no chart that is only going to rise and rise and rise. There is going to be a comma point that Bitcoin is, let's say, going to pull back ever so slightly before once again going to create its next rally, because we have to always shake out these freaking weekends out of the market, and as soon as we are going to start shaking out these weekends, guys, for everyone who has missed this opportunity, because yes, I of course already opened a massive long position here on Bitcoin, but for everyone who missed out on potentially opening such a strong long position, the opportunity is coming towards you as soon as we're going to get a massive retracement on the Bitcoin price action. So wait, give the market some time, and of course, if we're going to get a pullback, benefit from it. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, because scared money doesn't make any money, of course. So please don't be scared if we're, let's say, going to get a retracement from this point. But still, we'll be saying I do think the chances are relatively low that we're going to see a retracement right now, because on the current time of recording, the market is looking pretty healthy. And if we're even going to, let's say, see this red candle even develop a little bit further towards the downside, we are going to create a hidden bullish divergence, because then the RSI right now already is forming a lower low, of course, really depending on where this this one hourly candle will be closing, of course, and the price is still forming a higher low. So then we're going to create a hidden bullish divergence. So for sure, I will be saying to you guys out there, be careful. It is not responsible to short the market, and if the market moves down here, you could be looking for long positions. That is the better way to approach the market right now here. As well, we got some very important upper sloping support lines. You can see this major resistance line over here that we approached there, of course, retested several times over here and held up very well, and this was providing the move towards the upside that we got generated from there on. And of course, we absolutely send it through the 50K. And right now we are forming, of course, a minor red candle, guys. A lot of people are right now saying Bitcoin dumping. Bitcoin is not dumping, guys. So you have to notice this is not a dump. But of course, Bitcoin has already cleared the 50K range. So if Bitcoin is right now, let's say, go for a retracement towards the lower side, it's going to be only providing massive support as 50K range. This 50K range over here is going to be a massive support barrier. So already, I would say, this trend line over here is definitely the level to watch right now for Bitcoin. And of course, I will be keeping my eyes out as well out on this 50-minute candle, because yeah, this could be the potential break of the trend. Of course, to be honest, the trend has not been really broken yet, so you can still see, okay, we're forming still this higher low trajectory, that as soon as we're going to form, let's say, a lower low on this 50-minute candle, yeah, we could be maybe look for a potential downtrend for ever so slightly the remaining of the stream, maybe for another, let's say, 4 to 6 hours before then potentially, of course, move further towards the upside. So make sure to be aware for that, and make sure as well to keep your eyes out on this horizontal level over here, previous resistance, previous support. Of course, if we're looking back to price action for Bitcoin a while ago, we know that this level provided this as well very strong support. So yeah, important level to keep our eyes out on, and I will be keeping you guys up to date about that one as well here. So what we could be as well potentially look for is here on the 1 hourly candles, is that we're going to create some kind of a bull flag, right? We're going to create some kind of a bull flag, and we're going to create some kind of a pattern here that we're right now forming. So this is definitely a very likely scenario that could be playing out here for Bitcoin to create another leg up here, because yes, we're in a very stealth uptrend, and do you have to be expecting that we're going to create similar price action and similar price moves here in the coming hours from here on, because you always want to be trading till with the trend till you see, of course, several trend reversal signals. But right now, I'm not seeing any weaknesses yet in the chart right now. Of course, yesterday we were seeing minor weaknesses, but right now all these weaknesses are out of the market, and the market is once again looking particularly strong here. So maybe we could be approaching this like a bull flag, and of course this bull flag scenario could be really providing Bitcoin with another massive leg up here. And if we're going to see this bull flag playing out over here, this is going to be an insane target, of course, of Bitcoin from here on, pushing up with another 4% here, what could be meaning that Bitcoin is going to be pushing itself up towards the 53,000 US dollars. So make sure that you're going to be prepared for this. Make sure that you're going to raise the awareness right now towards the chart. And in the meantime, Bitcoin is already getting bought up here, and maybe we're still going to even trade in this this uptrend here on the 50-minute candle. So yeah, we will be keeping our eyes on the chart, and we will be monitoring it all together to, of course, discuss what we are going to see here. So at the same time, let me go over the 4-hourly candles then for a moment, because the 4-hourly candles, guys, I've been going over this level several times there. I've been going over these horizontal levels basically for Bitcoin, because I do think these horizontal levels for Bitcoin are important to keep your eyes out on. And of course, I have been already warning you guys that this was a major level of resistance, and you can see here 2 major rejections. But afterwards, we of course absolutely smashed through it with a very big green candle, and you can see this previous level of resistance was literally nothing for Bitcoin right now here. You can see 3 major rejections in the past got provided by this level. And right now, we absolutely smashed through it. So what to be expecting for Bitcoin right now, since we, of course, broke through this resistance level? Guys, if we're going to see a retest of this level here, if we're going to see a retracement of this level, this will be once again bullish market structure. So you have to know the game. We are clearly in an uptrend right now here. So the best strategy to, of course, adapt yourself towards right now here is to long every single dip. And if we're going to get a potential dip here towards this 50k range, so the 50k retest, it is not going to be bad. It's going to be an extremely bullish retest. And even though, look at this big wick on the 50-minute candles, guys, this is looking particularly solid here. But yeah, if Bitcoin is really going to get a retest here of this green box, I will be for sure look forward towards it, because this will be providing us a massive buying opportunity, and this will be providing us a massive long opportunity as well here. So for me I will be always approach the charts, look at these levels. Is it a good time to open a potential long? Yes, it looks to be that this green box is a very strong level for a potential long position, and because yeah, it has been proving itself to be major resistance from the past. So I can already tell you there will be a lot of buying orders set up around this range here to, of course, potentially push up the price once again if we're going to see this retest. And of course, it is always going to be the question, if are we even going to see this retest, because there's so many people too greedy to miss out on Q4, because Q4 is going to be absolutely nonsense. Q4 is going to be absolutely amazing. Q4 is going to be the few months that we're right now ahead of us that are going to be absolutely crushing the market. So everyone wants to be a part of this, and everyone is right now, of course, who panics out the dump is right now FOMOing into Bitcoin once again here, and that's the reason why the prices are running up so quickly. And of course, there are not a lot of people are willing to sell off right now around this range here. So it is looking particularly solid, and it looks to be that even on the 50-minute candles, guys, we are still within the symmetrical triangle. So this is looking particularly good here. Of course, we could be redrawing it ever so slightly, because first I was approaching it more like this here, but yeah, it looks to be that we're still trading within this symmetrical triangle. So this is looking particularly good here, in my opinion, and we could be for sure to still approach the market pretty bullish right now on the immediate short term. So let's see how this is going to be developing on the 50-minute candles. I will be keeping you guys up to date, of course, live on the stream. So in the meantime, guys, I see we're already watching with more than 600 of you guys out there. Don't forget to smash up the like button. It will be truly appreciated if you're going to do so. And maybe we could be approach this and maybe we could be, of course, approach this this 1 hourly candles right now as a bull flag. And of course, if this bull flag is going to be breaking out through the top side, we're going to be seeing, of course, some very bullish price action getting unfolded here live in the stream, and we could be maybe see some exponential rises once again for Bitcoin live altogether, and that will be, of course, absolutely amazing if we are going to see so. Yeah, looks to be still, by the way, that we're not going to be able to hold on towards this line here. So yeah, let's see how this is going to be ending here. But still, I will be not necessarily short the market like I told several times before, because my first approach was on this chart was like this here. But still, I'm going to say it. It's a nice wick that we got created here on the lower side, and let's see how the market is going to be developing from here on. So yeah, you could be approaching it like I told you before from here on, and we could be still see, okay, we're in this symmetrical triangle. So still take it with a grain of salt here. I do think this this big wick on the lower side, because always if you're going to get big wick on the lower sides, is showing you a sign of strength here, and right now once again it is showing you a sign of strength, and you can see the market is already starting to bounce from here on. So it looks particularly solid right now what we're having in front of our screen here. So A lot of people are asking me right now as well, Dan, can you please check the shorts phase longs, because I think the shorts were getting liquidated. So yes, of course, let me move into that in a second here, because I have quite a lot of things to discuss still for this stream here, guys. So make sure to stick till the end of the stream here, because yes, I know, of course, more and more short orders. If we're looking to the past 24 hours. We saw yesterday a huge spike of shorts getting liquidated once again here, but right now in the past hours we only saw some longs getting liquidated, not a lot, of course, only 1 million, only a few orders getting liquidated right now, and Bitcoin is in the meantime, if once again pressing up here, and it is moving up right away from here on. So personally, I'm getting very excited about this this 1 hourly candle over here. I personally think, yeah, we could be really look at this bull flag scenario, but let me move on further towards my analysis, because I was not done here with discussing the 4 hourly candle. So what I basically was saying here before is that Bitcoin could be going for a retest, going to be pretty bullish, because this is a previous resistance zone, right? So this is going to be a bullish retest that we're going to see. So then the next level of major resistance is going to be ahead of us, and this is going to be the local top we got generated over there. And of course, on the local top here, we were forming, of course, the 52.9k was approximately the local top. So this is going to be, of course, the major resistance to break here, because as soon as we are breaking the 52.9k, I can tell you already, Bitcoin is going to be even go more parabolic in a more rapid pace here. So thank you for your support of the nation. You're saying here are a few Rover tokens, so thank you so much for your donation, casual best guy here. So yeah, for me, my major resistance target is still going to be the top side of this previous local high here, and this is going to be as well the major level to break right now here. So important to keep your eyes on. But then let me move on towards the next chart, because yes, guys, we have a lot of charts for you guys prepared here on Bitcoin, and I will be always give you guys here in the beginning of the stream my extended TA on Bitcoin. And let me know if you like this extended TA on Bitcoin, because I usually take my 20 to 25 minutes to tell you guys what is exactly going on the 1 hour, on the 15 minute, on the 4 hour, on the daily, on the 2 hour, and on the weekly, of course. So don't forget to smash up the likes if you enjoyed this content. Don't of course, don't forget to as well subscribe to the channel if you like this content as well. And of course, let me know if you like this extended TA every single day, and let me know if you like this daily live show, because I will be once again doing a daily live show, and I will be here every single day with you guys here with a live stream on the beginning of the day to discuss Bitcoin, of course, to discuss Bitcoin. So we know Bitcoin on a daily time frame broke out of this this falling wedge here. We saw this breakout of the falling wedge with a very beautiful, of course, follow-through getting created here. We know that we earlier already broke this RSI trend, and I, of course, discussed this RSI trend several times here, because always if we're breaking these RSI trends, and of course, don't say I have not warned you, we have been seeing it several times here. Every single time Bitcoin tends to break this RSI trend, you tend to see an exponential rise in price action. So here you saw it, and of course here it really kickstarted, is ready towards the upside. Here, once we were breaking through, of course, we all know what happened in July and August. We started as well, this ready towards the upside, and once again we broke through it just in this falling wedge scenario. So that was, of course, the time that it was getting extremely bullish and was adding even more to my swing trade position. And of course, on that time as well, the falling wedge broke out towards the upside, and I told you guys already, of course, as soon as we were breaking out, as soon as we were still trading in this falling wedge here, I was saying, okay, the price target is going to be the top of the wedge, and from the point of the breakout, this is going to be a 20.24% move here. So this 20.24% move here is, of course, almost getting rich here, because on the current time of recording, we are only another 2.7% away from our price target of the falling wedge. And of course, the falling wedge is always going to have a price target of the top of the wedge here. So we're almost getting close towards the top of the wedge, and that is, of course, our price target getting reached here. And as soon as we're reaching our price target, the next goal for the daily candles there is basically to break through this resistance level over here. You can see previous resistance, previous support, and previous resistance over here. So daily time frame, we need to be breaking, above this this 52.6k range. And if the daily candle close can come above this level, we could be starting to, of course, look at the next target. And personally, like I told everyone before already, I think the next target on the daily time frame is going to be the 58.9k as soon as we're going to be breaking through this top side over here. So prepare once again for exponential price growth here on Bitcoin, because this is really the time to get pretty excited on the Bitcoin daily time frame. So Together with the breakout of the daily RSI here, we also were looking at this different RSI trend line, and you can see, yeah, maybe we could be still approached like a retest that we're currently getting, or maybe we could be already approached like a breakout that we got. But either way here, we're right now trading on a little bit of a decision time still here. So what I want to be seeing here today here is that Bitcoin is going to create some very significant rises here on today's daily candle, and if we're going to do so, we're for sure breaking this daily resistance line here on the RSI, what is going to be even more bullish for Bitcoin, and even allow Bitcoin to go even more overextended, what it could be, of course, absolutely bullish for Bitcoin. But then let me talk a little bit about the weekly time frame for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, what has it done? It touches this 59.9k level. And have I been talking about this level? Yes, I have, because the 51.9k level is going to be the most critical resistance for Bitcoin to break here for the weekly time frame. So this is not going to be an easy level to break through. So you can see already on the immediate short term, we saw a massive rejection by the zone, right? We saw a massive rejection. You can see it on the 1 hourly candles, excuse me. You can see it on the 1 hourly candles. We formed a massive rejection from off that point. And the reason why here is because it's not only 1 hour resistance, no, it is as well weekly resistance. First of all, it is resistance because the previous candle got rejected by this level, so it is going to be only a more stronger point of resistance. But as well, the weekly time frame, it is the 0.382 here in the Fibonacci. So this is going to be an important level to break through here. Weekly candle has to be closing above it in order to, of course, continue its way towards the 59.2k here. And if we're really going to close this weekly candle above this level, it is going to be extremely bullish for Bitcoin. So as well, what we know, weekly time frame retested the bull market support band, and since then it moved up very significantly. But what I do as well see right now here is pretty bullish market structure, because if I'm looking to the market structure on the weekly time frame right now, you can clearly see we formed a low, we formed a higher low, we formed a high, and right now, of course, we are looking to be in such kind of an uptrend, right? We're forming this higher low and higher high structure, but of course, to conform this higher high structure, we have to be breaking through the 0.382 in the Fibonacci on this weekly candle close, because if we're not going to do it on this weekly candle close, I think the chances are getting only harder to break through it on the next one. So what will be the ideal scenario here is that this weekly candle is already going to close above this level, and if we're going to do so, this is of course going to be having a lot of bullish consequences for Bitcoin, and it will be allowing Bitcoin to even grow further and further in a more rapid pace here. And in the meantime, Bitcoin is of course creating once again a big red candle here. It is retesting the lower side of this 1 hour support line. Let's see how good it will be holding on, and let's see on how good this previous downward sloping support line is right now going to be providing the support. So told everyone before already, if we're already not going to be holding on towards this line, don't be shocked, don't be starting to panic. Don't say Bitcoin is going to go in a bear market. Don't say Bitcoin is going to go for a crash. It is going to be important. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted by the chat here, but it's going to be important to stay calm and of course always look at the next opportunity, because I personally think if we're even going to see a retracement from here on back towards, let's say 50k, it is not going to necessarily be very bad. So yeah, you can see once again pretty red candles coming in here, and a retest of the 50.7k is going to be relatively bullish in my opinion. This is going to be an important retest that we could be getting right now here. So yeah, it looks to be that Bitcoin is really moving down from here on and losing its momentum ever so slightly on the lower time frames right now here. And it is looking like a big few red candles, right? So it is moving now really relatively quickly right now. So let's see how this level will be holding on. So we are right now retesting my red level, my horizontal support line here. So like you can see on the 1 hourly candles, we are right now retesting my horizontal level of support. And we will be right now witness on how good this level will be holding up, because if we're looking back towards the previous price section of this level, you can see it provided us major resistance, major support, and as well major resistance in the past before. So let me remove the drawings for a second. So let's see what Bitcoin is right now going to do off this level. I do think the chances are relatively high that Bitcoin is going to create at least some support of this zone. And of course, if it's not going to be able to, of course, get a supportive bands from here on, we could be maybe look for a retest of the lower sides of the 50k. And maybe we could be looking for a retest of this box over here. So there are two levels that Bitcoin right now has to be holding here, in my opinion. Is it going to be the 50.7k horizontal level? Chances are relatively high. Is it not going to be this level? It's going to be the green box over here. Is it not going to be this level? Of course, it's going to be the 49.4k. But I do think the chances are relatively low. If we're as well going to look at the daily, the 4-hourly time frame, that we're already necessarily going to see a retracement below this level. I do think that already retesting this green line over here, of course, previous major resistance, is already going to be a relatively bullish retest. So let's see how it's going to hold on. So far, Bitcoin already moved up $200 since retesting this level. So let's see if this 1 hourly candle that is going to close in 34 minutes is going to be at least holding up this line here. If it's going to still close, let's say, on this line, it's still going to be relatively bullish because the next candle could be, of course, a very big recovery. If it's going to close below this level, I will be getting a little bit more worried that we could be seeing a retracement back towards the 50.2k. But for everyone out there, if we're really going to retrace, the lower we're going to retrace, the better long position possibility you have here. And maybe, guys, I will be already saying it, I could be as well potentially open a new long position with you guys out there as well here. So yeah, I am looking forward towards seeing Bitcoin retracing, because the lower Bitcoin is going to go here, the better the trade opportunity will be here. And maybe Bitcoin could be even retraced further back in towards this this bull flag, because if it's not going to be holding on towards this downward sloping support line, the bull flag scenario will be as well be invalidated, and we will be for sure see some more downwards pressure. And of course, this could be really a trend breaker. So yeah, we will be keeping our eyes on the chat here. And guys, as well, quick thing I want to be asking to you guys, we're right now 8 likes away before smashing up to 200 likes, so don't forget to smash up the like button right now here, and let's see if we could be smashing it up to 200 likes. We'll be truly appreciate if we could be doing so. So yeah, the next major support boxes are basically, if we're going to fail to hold on towards the level around here, this is going to be a minor fake out, like you can see, but yeah, you can basically see this horizontal level. Previous resistance, previous resistance, previous resistance. These are some very important boxes of support. And of course, if we're really going to fail to hold on towards that level, we have this level as support. So basically, if you want to be looking at long positions, you have order 1, which you could be looking at, order 2 that you could be looking at, order 3 that you could be looking at, and order 4. And of course, the lower the market is going to go, the lower risk you're taking with your potential long position. So let's see where the market is heading towards. Of course, I would like to see the market, of course, move all the way down to, let's say, level 3 or level 4, because if we're really going to move down to level 4 here, so basically the 48.5k range is going to be the best long opportunity that we could be potentially get here. But still going to say, I do think the chances are relatively low that we're going to retrace towards that level, since we as well have some major support of this 4-hourly box over here. So keep your eyes out on it. A lot of people willing to step in towards the market, and as well, we already got this perfect retest here of the 50.7k here, and since then we already moved up over $200 towards the upside once again, because a lot of people are willing to enter the market on this previous major resistance zone here, what is right now going to be providing the support. So we will be keeping our eyes out on that. Correct to 50k. Yeah, it will be truly amazing. I'm waiting for the 43k dip. I don't think all time that's really a likely dip to anticipate, my man. I think the chances are relatively low that we could be seeing, of course, a dip all the way back towards the 43,000 US dollars. I think the chances are very, very low that we're going to see. So as well, guys, what is the probability? Make sure to vote here in the community poll that we put up in the chat here. I ask you guys, what happens first, Bitcoin 60k or Bitcoin 40k? And you guys, 69% of the people right now saying Bitcoin 60k. So that is relatively interesting. Absolutely exciting to see here. And let's see what we're going to have here. I'm not trading in this stage, only waiting for the dip. I mean, I'm only in my long trade position right now, and for sure, the lower the market is going to go, the stronger your opportunity will become. But I mean, this was over here was already the time to open long positions. Right now, I definitely don't think that we could be seeing a rollover all the way back towards this lower side over here. I don't think that the chances are relatively high to see a correction towards that point all the way down there. I think the probabilities are extremely low to see that. And of course, everyone who's still waiting to, let's say, spot accumulate Bitcoin will be only buy higher, in my opinion. I would love to see a retracement. We need to cool off. I mean, yeah, of course. But a lot of people are willing to see a retracement right now here. I would love to see a retracement as well here to, of course, get a better opportunity here. And it will be happening at some point. I'm not saying it's going to happen today, right now, but for sure, Bitcoin is going to cool off in its strength anytime soon here. Because, yeah, it's going up in a relatively fast way here. But we know every single time we get these corrections, we as well could be getting a very big push up afterwards. So, yeah, for sure, a thing to keep your eyes out on right now. But as well, I will be keeping this this 1 hourly candle close is going to be relatively important for Bitcoin, because let's say this 1 hourly candle is going to be closing still within this support line. We could be still look for a potential bull flag scenario playing out. Of course, bull flag scenario could be, of course, really pushing up the price with another 4% from of this point. And this could be, of course, have a lot of bullish consequences for Bitcoin. So, as well, we warned you guys about the 50.7k level. Is this level really going to be holding on? It's going to be extremely bullish. It's going to be extremely nice to see. Is this level going to fail to hold on? The next level is going to be the green box there. But let me look as well into the next chart here. Let me look at real quickly at Ethereum at the same time here. Because yes, while we are as well looking at Bitcoin, you can see if we're looking to Ethereum compared to Bitcoin valuation, we have been seeing a drastically decreasement. So Ethereum compared to Bitcoin really losing its momentum right now here. And it looks to me that we're having some kind of a free fall getting generated here for Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. So not looking at necessarily so strong, to be honest. Looks to be that we have been breaking the uptrend. We have been breaking the higher low structure that we were generated, and the lower high, and the higher high structure as well here. So this is relatively bearish for me to see, of course, what Ethereum compared to Bitcoin is right now getting generated. Like you can see, we were approaching this this parallel channel yesterday. We broke below it, and right now we're getting a rejection by this range here. So looking particularly bearish. For now on, we're still trading on the red zone here. If we're going to fail to hold on towards the red zone for Ethereum, and especially if, let's say, Bitcoin is going to create a rejection from here on, it's going to be Ethereum that's going to suffer hard. It's going to be the altcoins that are going to suffer even more. Because, yeah, if Bitcoin is correcting, usually altcoins are correcting even more significantly. And you can currently see it with Ethereum, you can see it with Litecoin. You can see it with XRP, you can see it with Aave, you can see it with a lot of coins as well with Solana. Solana is taking a big hit, 8% here, while Bitcoin is only 1% down here. So be careful with these altcoins. Only coin to buy right now, relatively cheap and safe, is still going to be Ethereum in my opinion, because Ethereum, I'm a huge fan of it. So if we're looking at Ethereum right now, yeah, you can see yesterday we were forming this this local higher high over here. While we were forming this higher high, we were seeing this lower high getting generated here on the RSI. So the 4 hourly candles were forming a clear bearish divergence. This bearish divergence on the time frame, on the 4 hourly time frame of Ethereum was of course the leader and the result of the Ethereum moving down from here on. So yeah, not looking extremely strong. If I'm going to zoom into towards the 1 hourly time frame as well, we broke this upward sloping support line. Pretty bearish, to be honest. As well, what we can see, we were breaking above this highs over here that we got generated, but still we formed this lower high on the RSI, higher high in the price action. So still we formed more bearish divergence. What is of course as well a bearish signal in the market. If we're then going to look at a different trend line, you can see right now we could be having a potential retest of this trend line over here, because you can see previous support. What is it going to do right now? I do think the chances are relatively high that we could be finding some support. So in the meantime, Bitcoin once again retracing all the way back towards this 50.7k level, and it looks to be that we're right now going to fail to hold on towards level. Of course, we could be still creating a bigger wick on the lower side, but right now we're going to go at least for another retest of this level. So the fear is once again kicking in ever so slightly on the imminent short term. The 50-minute time frame, you can see clearly breaking down of this this symmetrical triangle over here, or you could be approaching it differently, but it looks to be that we're clearly seeing a breakdown. And of course the support line was failing to hold on here, and you can see right away since then we created this move towards the downside. So right now, of course, if we're if this 1 hourly candle is still going to create a wick, it's going to be bullish. If it's going to close this 1 hourly candle above below the 50.7k, like I told everyone before, my next target is going to be this green box over here. And even though if we're going to touch this green box here on the lower side, I do think the chances are relatively high that we could be creating a major wick on the lower side, because there will be still a lot of buy orders set up around the 50.2k range, because I do think the 50k range is going to be a huge support right now, since of course it has been previous resistance. And right now you can see already the 4 hourly candles is retesting this previous level of major previous resistance as well. It provided us major resistance over here, major resistance over here, major resistance over here. And what are we doing right now? Is this bullish market structure? Yes. Is this the time to panic? No. This is the time to be extremely greedy. So don't get me wrong, guys. I mean, right now, of course, a lot of people probably are going to start panicking, but I will start to get pretty greedy once again here. This looks like a very solid retest that we're currently getting here. previous resistance, right now could be retesting as support, and just like we got over here, a lot of people started to be panicking, but still from there on we moved up very significantly. So yeah, we could be maybe trading around this level for maybe another 4 to 8 hours potentially before once again moving up, or we could be already create a big wick on the lower side and start moving up from here on. So make sure to keep your eyes on it. Bitcoin of course creating a minor wick once again here, still 25 minutes in this 1 hourly candle close, and this 1 hourly candle close is going to be relatively important. This 1 hourly candle close is going to be one of the most important, to be honest, in terms of the Bitcoin bulls. How strong are they going to hold up the price right now? And let me write as well, look at towards the liquidation that we're currently getting here on the 24 hours. Yes, we're getting some longs getting liquidated out of the market. 6 million in longs getting liquidated here in the past hour. That's of course a little bit more bearish, of course, like we know. The sell volume and buy volume, oh, my head is in front of it, excuse me. You can't see it right now, but yeah, I can currently see that the sell and buy volume is once again kicking up. Of course, we saw just 15 minutes ago, we saw an approximately 352 Bitcoin going out of the market. A big sell order, of course, came in just an approximately 50 minutes ago right here. But as well, the buy volume is still there. Of course, high volumes right now running in towards the market once again. And of course, high volumes. It's good to see high volume coming in these drop-offs. So let's see how this is going to be resulting in. Are we going to be holding up the price or not? So let me as well enable the volume real quickly for you guys out there. You can see, yeah, definitely volume spikes are getting generated. Let me go to the different chart, by the way, to spot real this volume. So yeah, pretty exciting what we're currently are having. Coinbase is not a very high volume, to be honest. So yeah, of course, my trade still will be opening. I will be in a panic selling my trade over here. I'm very comfortable that we are going to still create higher highs in the coming days. Not necessarily, for me, it doesn't really matter if we're really going to see, of course, a major move getting generated right now or today. For me, it doesn't matter if we are going to generate these next moves in the coming days here. For me, it's not a short-term game, this trade. For me, this trade is a long-term game here. So no reason to be panicking over here. In my opinion, I am only seeing more bullishness entering the market. So let me see what you guys are saying. Market sapient, indeed. So Bitcoin is dumping. I mean, it is crashing. It is correcting ever so slightly. But is a correction likely after such a big rally towards the upside? Yes, it is likely. But is it any worse? I mean, guys, to be honest, we are right now seeing a 1.8% correction. Listen up, we're right now seeing a 1.8% correction after a 20% rise here. Is this likely? Yes. Is it bad? No. Is it good? Yes. Sorry, I said 1.8, but I mean 2.5. So we are seeing right now this approximately 2.7% correction after this approximately 27% rise here. So is it bad? No, this is not bad at all. Is it good that Bitcoin retesting right now previous resistance? Yes, it is good, because every single time we increase in our valuation, like you can see over here, we have not retested this level. We have not retested this level. Right now we're increasing and retesting. So this is just textbook bullish market structure. I mean, I can't say anything worse. This is once again a test for everyone out there. This one's your emotional test. Are you going to be attaching your emotions towards the market? Or are you going to be strong? Are you going to have weak hands, or are you going to have diamond hands? That's the real test that we're right now getting. So, major previous resistance. This box is right now retested as support. So, in my opinion, I am not seeing bearish price action. In my opinion, this is a bullish retest. This is a textbook retest that we're right now going to get here, and I'm getting only more and more excited about the coming hours ahead of us, because I do think, yes, we could be seeing some more downwards pressure here, because the momentum definitely shifted right now, let's say on the 5-minute time frame. And to be honest, if you're looking to the 5-minute time frame, to be honest, if you're right looking to the 5-minute time frame, you can see we are getting oversold. Historically seeing every single time we have been in this uptrend oversold on the 5-minute time frame, we saw a push up. Of course, not necessarily for a long time, but you at least see a short-term push up. So I saw a push up over there. And I mean, personally, if we're really going to see a retest of this green box, is it going to be bad? No, it is not going to be bad. It's going to be relatively good still, in my opinion, because we need these retests in the market, because there's not going to be any markets that is just going to move up in a straight line. No, you have to retest these resistance boxes as support to continue the trend up here. So I'm not scared at all. I'm not I'm not thinking that this is the end. I don't think so at all. And of course, the more wicks we're going to create, let's say the more red candles we're going to create here and more wicks we're going to create, the more likely we are right now finding a bottom here on the 5-minute time frame. So let's see how this is going to be resulting like. Bitcoin, of course, closing its one hourly candle in another 20 minutes. And of course, guys, if you're right now going to be in the stream here for another 20 minutes, you're going to witness this one hourly candle close. And we're going to discuss if this one hourly candle close is going to be either a bullish or a bearish close. And besides that, quickly going to give you guys some extra analysis here. If I'm looking to the 4-hourly time frame, of course, the 4-hourly time frame is forming a huge bearish divergence here on the MACD. That is for sure a thing that we have to be paying our attention towards. But as long as we're trading above the 50 in the index, we usually are in bullish market structure, and the retests are still going to be bullish. So no, not necessarily a big reason to be panicking. Daily time frame is as well in a bullish market structure. Have we been seeing this getting created every single time? Yes, we have. It is not bad. It's not the time to be panicking. I will be always trying to help you guys out there. And as well, maybe probably everyone agree with me already here. This is not the top that we're finding over here. It's just a 2% correction that we're getting after 27% rise here. It is definitely not a thing to worry right now here. So at the same time, guys, realize hodl waves for Bitcoin. I will be keeping my eyes out on the chart, and I will be going back to the chart in a second. But look at this. Every single time we are finding, let's say, a market peak, a market top, we usually see, of course, huge inflows of these new wallets, of course. So it's basically new people that are stepping in towards the market. So short-term wallets that are, not active longer than, let's say, a week. That is usually, once they are all buying, that is usually signifying the top here. So every single time we're finding the top by that metrics. But right now, of course, we're not even close by these short-term holders being so massively in the market. So for me right now, I definitely don't think we're close to a top. I definitely think we still will be getting this blow off top on Bitcoin, and it will be happening around levels around 100k. Levels above the 100k at least. So yeah, you really decide on which glasses you're going to put up right now here. Are you going to put up these short-term glasses? No, I don't care. For me, I don't care at least. Or are you going to put up these glasses that are having a good long-term vision? So for sure, make up your mind right now here, because this is the time to get, of course, this is the time to make up your mind and be, of course, greedy, because always once the market is red, always once everyone is once again saying Bitcoin is correcting, Bitcoin is dumping, or whatsoever, you should start to get a little bit more greedy. So on the 5-minute time frame, we are once again retesting this level of resistance. You can see it provided some resistance here as well on the 5-minute candles. You can see previous resistance. Once breaking above it, it provides support. So right now, the 5-minute candle is retesting this level. I will be not necessarily expect major resistance by this zone. But you can see over here as well, provided very well support on this 5-minute candle. But looks to me that we could be creating some kind of a reversal if we're going to create this triple big wick on the lower side on a 5-minute time frame. You could be expecting that the market is going to be reversing back towards the upside. So we are getting close towards a reversal point in my opinion. And of course, if we're going to correct further on, we still have our levels set up for you guys where we could be opening massive long positions, because in these shakeouts, guys, you want to be looking for long positions. And if you want to be right now as well, look for very strong long positions. Make sure that you're at least going to stick till the end of the stream here, because if we're, let's say, going to retrace back towards levels around the 49.4k, I will be starting to open new long position with you guys, because that is for me pretty low risk, and I would always like to open positions that are low risk here. So if you want to be joining us with these trades, don't forget to first of all hit that subscribe button on the channel, but as well make sure to sign up here with the highest link in the description to be able to take these trades with us, because we will be taking these trades on BYBIT, and every single exchange has different digits, and of course you could be making as well very significant gains here. And always once the market is moving down, guys, always once the market is moving down, you should be looking for long positions. Always once the market is moving up, you should be ready to look at shorts. But right now, of course, I told everyone before already, this is not the time to be shorting. Shorting the market is way too risky, and it is time to get, of course, greedy, and it's time to look at these long positions, because yeah, you want to be looking and you want to be prepared for the next rally up here, because it's just going to be a matter of time till we're going to create another leg up, right? So the lower we're going to go, the bigger my long position will be get. As well, if we're really going to go for worst case scenario, in my opinion, is going to be a retracement back towards the 48.4k, 2k. Like I told everyone before already, I don't think the chances are relatively high that we're going to reach this target. But let's say we're going to reach this target, I will be adding as well more to my swing trade position. So I will be opening, first of all, another short-term scalp position here on my BYBIT account, and of course I will be adding more to my to my let me see, to my my swing trade position here on Bitcoin, if we're really going to retrace back towards this green box over here. So if we're going to go back towards this green box over here, this will be for me the time to, of course, add more to my position to potentially, of course, make even more gains with this major trade here that is already up to 100% here. So yeah, don't forget to sign up right now here. Opportunities are running up pretty high, and we're right now only 15 minutes away before closing this 1 hourly candle here. So getting pretty close, of course. At the same time, let me see what the chat is saying here. Can you look at Ethereum? Yeah, I can take another look at Ethereum. And by the way, guys, you can see I told you guys just a moment ago. This is going to be the important trend line to watch for Ethereum, right? So we're going to keep our eyes at this well on Ethereum, and this is going to be really the level to watch right now on Ethereum. Maybe we're going to form some kind of a parallel channel here. But this is for me going to be the main level to watch right now. This is going to be the main level to watch. And if Ethereum is going to be holding on with this 1 hourly candle towards the support line, it's going to be relatively bullish. And of course, maybe we could be even redrawn ever so slightly lower. But for me on right now, this is going to be a perfect retest if we're going to get it like this, right? So looking forward towards how Ethereum is going to close its 1 hour candle. Would love to see this candle, of course, pushing up ever so slightly a little bit higher. And if we're going to do so, it's going to be having bullish influences on Bitcoin, in my opinion. So, yeah, looking forward towards it. And let's see where Ethereum could be heading towards from up this point. Of course, yesterday we were already looking at this symmetrical triangle over here. For Ethereum live on the stream, we looked at this symmetrical triangle over here from this point to this point, and of course this price target was already reached of the symmetrical triangle since we moved up so significantly towards these highs over there. So that was a nice point. So if you did took that minor trade over there, you did of course an amazing job here, but I told everyone already that I was not trading that one because I think the risk was too high for the potential reward. Let me see. 36k retracement, guys. Still, I think you should keep that 36,000 US dollars out of your head right now here. Of course, here on the channel earlier, everyone was talking about 36k, and I've gone over it several times there. Guys, we're not going to go back to 36k. Off this minor retest, this minor red candle, you're saying 36k once again. If you're panic selling this drop off, I don't know where you are at with your head, because then you're not going to crush the market at all, in my opinion. So everyone said 36k over here, and of course we on the channel keep you guys up to date, because if you don't believe me, you can go back. I said no, we're not going to reach the 36k or not going to reach the 38k, and the reason why I said so is because I did my research on the Bitcoin buying orders. There were so many buying orders set up around this range here that I was not anticipating that we're going to go towards. First of all, I knew that the 38k was a huge buy wall. I knew it. And everyone was saying, we're going to go back to 38k, and everyone put their orders over there. And while everyone had their orders over there, and that was the biggest buy wall that Bitcoin currently had on this point over here, the whales were suppressing the price towards the upside, or if we were, of course, on these lower levels around to 41,000 US dollars, because the whales don't want you to buy cheap Bitcoin. Why do the whales want you to grant cheap Bitcoin? That doesn't make any sense here. So, while a lot of people are still anticipating maybe the 30k or whatsoever, the price are probably going to send up higher, and as soon as we're breaking the all-time high, the FOMO once again will be starting to kick in here. And you can definitely choose your own side. You can choose your own direction, and you can choose your own team where you're standing on right now here. But I will be rather standing on the team of the bulls, because I would be rather be bullish right now than be stupidly bearish on this time of recording. So that is basically my opinion right now on the market. I don't think it's smart to be a bear right now. I don't think it's responsible to be a bear right now here. And you can see Bitcoin on its 5-minute candle is looking to maybe find a potential short-term bottom over here. So let's see how this is going to be reversing. And of course, the 1 hourly candle close is going to close every single minute. And of course, we know that usually these last 10 minutes of these 1 hourly candle closes are most likely the most volatile minutes in these candles. So let's see how these last 10 minutes are going to go for Bitcoin. We know that Bitcoin can do absolutely anything in 10 minutes here. And yeah, let's see how these last 10 minutes are going to unfold. It looks to be that the scenario of the bull flag is going to be invalidated. So yeah, we'll be for sure keep my eyes out here on this potential scenario. But if we're going to be not able to close within this pattern, it's going to be extremely bearish, of course, not extremely bearish, but it's going to be invalidating the scenario. But let's say Bitcoin is going to be still able, because it is 11 more minutes, guys, but let's say Bitcoin is going to be still able to break through back in towards this pattern and create a huge wick on the lower side. I can tell you already, the next candle is going to be massively green here, because if we're going to create such a big wick on the lower side, the next candle is going to be extremely big here. So keep that in your back of your head right now. It's important to pay attention towards that right now. And of course, if we're going to see so, we will be reevaluating and we will be giving you guys our updated predictions on this after this 1 hourly candle close. Because yeah, this 1 hourly candle close could be, of course, the reversal for a potential downtrend on the imminent short term, or this could be, of course, an extremely bullish driver if we're going to create a big wick on the lower side, right? So we will be monitoring it all together right now. Same time, we'll be looking at the future market for a second here. Of course, we did got some liquidations, of course, just like I told you a moment ago. We did got some longs once again got out of the market, 7 million to be exact. In the past hour, in the past 15 minutes, we got, and of course, 7 million in longs getting liquidated. So that's, of course, not a nice thing to see here. At the same time, the BYBIT funding rates are once again shooting negative. So yeah, still going to say it out there to you guys. If you still want to be swing trading the market, right now is the time. Funding rates are still negative. If the funding rates are negative, you should be, of course, get greedy, because if the funding rates are going to be negative, you could be having, of course, a very strong time to accumulate your swing trade positions. Because if we're looking back towards previous price action, always once the funding rates are negative, it is in a dip, and every single time the funding rates are negative, it shows you it's a good time to open swing trade positions. So here we were negative approximately 0.01% here. So that was the reason why I did open my swing trade position over here on these ranges. And right now, of course, I am extremely profitable. So definitely it is the time to become greedy, in my opinion. Still, there's not a real worry, to be honest, right now here. At the same time, the open interest is once again running up ever so slightly. If the open interest runs up here, it usually means that there's more confidence in the market. And of course, once there is more confidence in the market, we tend to see the prices also rising more quickly, because people are not really selling. There is confidence, so people are not really looking to take profits. So that's, of course, a very good thing to have as well in the market currently. So as well, the volume looks to be cooling off ever so slightly right now here. It looks to be that the buy sell volume is cooling off ever so slightly. So maybe we're going to find some short-term, less volatility here. Maybe we're going to cool off for the imminent short term. And yeah, we will be monitoring this. This 1 hourly close in exactly 8 minutes. Of course, still want to be seeing this 1 hourly candle close above the 50.7k here. If we're going to do close it above this red line, still going to be relatively bullish. But guys, at the same time, I see that we're right now only 1 like away before smashing it up to 300 likes. So guys, if you don't mind, don't forget to smash up the like button right now here. Only 1 like. So if someone can smash up the like button right now, will be absolutely amazing, of course. And you know, smashing up the like button is only going to take a few seconds of your time, and you will be literally mean the world to me. Because yeah, smashing up the like button is only going to take a few seconds of your time, and you will be not only help me out, but the whole cryptocurrency space out there. Because the more viral these cryptocurrency videos are going to go here, the more people getting exposed to crypto, because it's going more viral on the platform, right? So definitely worthy to smash it up right now here. Take a few seconds of your time. Also suffering right now here. So let's take a quick look here. Ethereum still holding the line here, but let's take a quick look here at the Bitcoin dominance. So what are we seeing here playing out on the Bitcoin dominance? And thank you for your heads up once again here, because yes, alts are really suffering right now on this correction. And I can tell you already, let's say Bitcoin is going to push up from here on, is going to be the alts that are going to recover very quickly. But what you can see here on Bitcoin, on these past 2 hours, we moved up approximately 1% in the Bitcoin dominance. What is quite a lot here. You maybe think 1% is not a lot, but for the Bitcoin dominance, it's quite a lot here. And of course, on the past 3 days, it has been 4% here. But what has our prediction been here for Bitcoin dominance? I have been already making my prediction several weeks ago. I've been already making my prediction while we were trading over here, and that was that Bitcoin is going to be leading the way here after forming this double bottom, and of course after reaching its price target of the rising wedge here. So since then, we formed, of course, a very beautiful double bottom. So, of course, seeing this double bottom, you could be anticipate that we're going to go and see these higher ranges here around the orange box here. The orange box could be your potential resistance target for a pullback, or this orange box could be your potential W retest if we're going to be breaking out of this neckline. So, Bitcoin dominance is important to look at it, but right now it looks to be that we're still getting supported by this important level of previous resistance over here and previous support of 2017 here, and it looks to be that the price is right now holding up very, very well here. And what I told everyone before as well here, if we're, let's say, going to get a rollover from off this point, and let's say Bitcoin is going to cool off, and Bitcoin is going to create such kind of this structure, and if we're going to go for a third retest, if we're going to get this, I will be bearish on Bitcoin, not bearish on Bitcoin, but bearish on the Bitcoin dominance, and I will be expecting that the altcoins are definitely going to be crushing the market here in the coming days here, but so far, Bitcoin dominance is really pushing up still from here on, so it looks to me that there is less money going into altcoins and more money into Bitcoin, and I do think that's a very good thing to know, to see here, because in the end of the day, Bitcoin is going to be the leader of the market always, and I do think it's a very, very strong thing to see right now, because if we're looking as well towards the total market capitalization, we know that of course Bitcoin is still right now surpassed just Facebook, if I say correctly. So that's a pretty solid thing that Bitcoin is doing right now here. And we know the total market capitalization of Bitcoin was almost sitting at an all-time high, while Bitcoin was not even so close towards its all-time high, of course. Like you can see, total crypto cap. So you can see over here, previously we were just let me see, and look at this retest, by the way, beautiful retest that we got. But by the way, what we are seeing with the Bitcoin, with the total market capitalization, we were just, of course, 4% away from the all-time high of the total market cap of crypto. Well, Bitcoin was not trading 4% from its all-time high, so there was a lot of money in the altcoins, and right now Bitcoin is taking some territory back, right? So Bitcoin is taking some territory back. It's a good thing to see right now playing out, to be very honest. So, yeah, if you're ready to look into the Bitcoin dominance, I don't think it's a bad thing. Is it likely to expect? Yes, it's likely to expect. Is it for sure possible that Bitcoin is going back towards this orange line over here? I do think the chances are still relatively high, but as soon as we're going to get some kind of a rollover from this point over here, I will be starting to get a little bit more bearish. And of course, if we're really going to touch this this orange line once again here, if we're going to go for a third retest of this orange line, I will be for sure anticipate that the altcoins are absolutely going to crush the market for the coming weeks after that, because another touch point of this lower side is really going to break the floor, and maybe the altcoins are going to really see this this rally getting started towards this this 35% range. What is going to be then, of course, another 11% drop in the Bitcoin dominance. So yeah, for sure, we'll be keeping my eyes out on it to determine if it's a good buy for altcoins or not. But of course, we know that altcoins are right now absolutely suffering. We know if we're looking to coins like Solana, I mean, Solana is probably taking a big hit. Yeah, it's taking a big hit once again. It's already a coin that I don't really like here to buy right now. I'm told everyone was asking me yesterday to buy it. I was already said to everyone out there, I will be staying away from it, because in terms of risk to reward, it's right now not worth the risk to buy your Solana around this range here. I know a lot of viewers are right now a huge fan of Solana, but I will be staying away from it for a moment. But yeah, these coins are always going to take a more significant hit here as well. Tether Fuel taking a pretty significant hit, 7% here. And if I just look to my list here, as well, XRP 5% hit, Polkadot a 6% hit right now, Chainlink 6% hit, Cardano 4% hit, and of course, if you're looking to Cardano, you can see it is once again retesting this this downward sloping support line. So this could be still holding up pretty well here. So keep your eyes on it right now on this time of recording. It's going to be relatively important. So yeah, we'll be keeping my eyes out to Bitcoin and Ethereum right now on this 1 hourly candle close. Closing this 1 hourly candle in 3 minutes right now. And you can see still we're finding some support on this upper sloping support line. So let's see how good it will be holding on. It looks to me that we're not going to re-enter this bull flag scenario. So yeah, we broke out of the bull flag. Pretty unfortunate to see, so to be honest. And right now the real question is going to be, is Bitcoin going to be holding on towards this horizontal support line, or are we going to close it below it? Because if we're going to close it below it, I will still be a little bit skeptical in the immediate short term. Maybe we could be still move up from here on. Of course, the chances are still relatively high that we could be moving up from here on. But if we're going to close below it, I will still be a little bit more skeptical on Bitcoin for the coming hour. And it's not going to be necessarily a very good thing here, to be honest. So always, once we're seeing these dumps, you should be accumulating, in my opinion. Date as well saying time to buy, guys. And let me know in the chat, are you right now buying or are you right now selling? Let me know in the chat here. We're watching with more than 1,000 people out there. So let me know what you guys are right now doing here. Also crushing Bitcoin, not China. That's true. Also definitely having a major dump here. So of course, once again, this will be maybe hitting a little bit of the confidence of people, and people will be starting to panic sell. So that's the reason why I'm right now asking you guys, are you buying or selling? Of course, not yet. This as well, very good answer, because yeah, maybe you're potentially expecting another pullback from here on. What my best strategy is here is to always DCA towards the market, never go all in on one place, just DCA. I don't think it's a bad time to DCA, of course, but I did already. I don't have a lot of tether right now, to be very honest, because I already did my massive accumulation around the ranges of 40 towards 45k. So no, I'm not necessarily buying right now here because yeah, I don't have a lot of tether right now aside to be buying this dip here. So of course I will be always taking some profits on my portfolio along the way up here, and with the profits I take, I will be always DCAing to drop-offs. Some people are saying currently in the sidelines. Then I'm buying the altcoins for the parabolic rise, holding, waiting to add more if it goes lower, waiting. One Bitcoin is 2 Lambos. I mean, that's pretty crazy. It's going to be just a matter of time, of course. Buying at 50k. I think, yeah, 50k buy zone is definitely not a bad range. I think still, the probabilities on the next 1 hourly candle, guys, because we're going to close this 1 hourly candle right now in just a matter of 50 seconds. I do think the chances and the probability on this next 1 hourly candle being extremely red is extremely likely. I do think the next 1 hourly candle is still going to be relatively red here. And maybe we could be still retest towards this level over here. This is going to be the retest that I'm looking forward towards right now here. And for you guys out there, there is definitely for sure a trading opportunity. For me, I will be waiting for the green box over here if we're going to see it, because I don't care if we're not going to see this green box getting reached there, because I'm already very comfortable in my position. But if we're going to see so, I will be adding more to my swing trade position. If you're not already in a position, yeah, you could be maybe potentially approach this level at the green box here. The 50k range is going to be psychological support. It's going to be very strong horizontal support on the 1 hour. And it's going to be, of course, support here on the 4 hourly time frame. So 4 hourly time frame is right now still 3 hours away from closing. So the first 1 hourly candle, the 4 hourly time frame is pretty exciting, to be honest, what we got here. So yeah, new 1 hourly candle, it's already flipping into a red here. Let me as well enable some momentum indicators. So moving averages, I mean. So what we can currently see as well is that we're right now retesting the EMA ribbon. So will the EMA ribbon hold up here is the question. You can see it bounces up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and as well over here we're right now retesting it. So EMA ribbon, important level to look at. Chances are relatively high that will be holding up. So let's see how good the EMA ribbon will be providing the support right now on this trend that we are right now trading in. Going to be relatively exciting. 47k chart liquidation. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I will be looking, of course, always at the liquidation that we're currently getting in the market. It looks to be that right now, of course, did cause, of course, and half an hour ago, we got a 7 million liquidation here on Bitcoin. But not necessarily any big spikes right now in terms of liquidations. Let me as well quickly look at the longs versus shorts right now to see what we are currently having. What are we currently having here, of course? Longs vs shorts. Let me see how much people are long or short. So if we look into the 5 minutes, it looks to be that there's still more shorters than longers on this 5 minute candle. So it looks to be that more people are betting on the price going down here. Always if there are more shorts than longs, I'm getting bullish usually. So on the minute short term. So let's see how that will be resulting. If we're going to look at the 1 hour, you can see as well more shorters than longers right now coming in here. But it's basically pretty equal, of course. If we're looking to BYBIT, it's in a 76% short ratio. That's pretty high here, to be honest. BYBIT, of course, is on the top 3 in terms of volume on the derivative exchanges. Binance as well, 56% short, and Kraken is only the bullish exchange that we really get right now. So pretty exciting what we're right now having here in terms of what these people are doing right now. A lot of people are getting short. A lot of people are shorting the dip. I don't think it's smart to short the dip. I think it's rather smart to short the tops rather than the lows. So let me see. I bought a 36k, only profiting. I mean, yeah, for sure. You're doing a good job. It's going to dump insane because the US debt vote is today. I mean, last time, of course, the US was fighting about Bitcoin. It is well not dropped insane, it pushed up very insanely, but I don't necessarily will be anticipating that as my main scenario. So Bitcoin creating a minor wick on the lower side, already starting to move up ever so slightly here. EMA ribbon could be providing very strong support here in this current trend here. If we're looking to the 21 moving average, sorry, let me make it to the 50 moving average, to be honest. Oh, that's not what I meant. 50 moving average is still a little bit away from us, of course. We know this lagging indicator. If we're looking to the 20, yeah, you can see the moving average is still providing the support. We're in a bullish bullish period right now here. If I'm looking to the RSI, guys, you can see something very interesting right now here. And I've not even discussed this yet here. I have not even discussed it yet here. I don't know why I have not discussed it yet here. But look at this. Bitcoin is currently forming a higher low, like you can see over here, right? So everyone can clearly see Bitcoin is setting a higher low right now in the price section. And while Bitcoin is forming this higher low in the price section, we are seeing a lower low getting generated here on the RSI. So Bitcoin forming a lower low on the RSI, higher low here on the price action. So if you don't know what it is yet here, this is a hidden bullish divergence. And of course, a lot of people say, no, Rover, this is not a bullish divergence. No, Rover, this is not a bullish divergence. But oh, this is not very nice. Let me search this up for you guys out there to teach you guys a little bit something. Let me just search up here on Google because I know this one and open a new tab here, like you can see over here. So what you can see here right now on the left, the lower side here, bullish, you have a regular bullish divergence and you have then hidden bullish divergence. So hidden bullish divergence is, of course, once the price action is setting a higher low, but the RSI is setting a lower low, right? So what are we seeing right now here on the Bitcoin price action on the 1 hourly candles? We're seeing a hidden bullish divergence. We are seeing the indicator, the RSI, forming this lower low, price action forming this higher low. So even though if we're going to move down towards this green box over here, this is also, if Bitcoin is, let's say, going to see a retrace back towards this level, it's going to be still bullish divergence. And this hidden bullish divergence could be having very positive influence on the Bitcoin market here in the coming hours. So I am not necessarily so extreme bearish right now in the imminent short term. I do think that this correction could be only result in a more significant boost towards the upside in the end of the day here. I'm not saying that we're going to push up towards the upside right now here. I do expect that it could be taking some more hours from here on. And of course, if it happens already right now, it's going to be good. But I do think maybe a potential retest of this level over here on the green box is going to be relatively bullish. But always keep your mind straight here. Always look at the divergences that the market is creating, because divergence can help you to identify this market trend reversal. So right, it looks to be 1 hourly candles is forming this hidden bullish divergence as well. If we're looking to the money flow index, what are we seeing over there? Money flow index is doing the exact same here. So you always want to be looking at several momentum indicators right here. So money flow index, hidden bullish divergence, RSI, hidden bullish divergence. And then if we're looking to the MACD, what are we seeing over there? The MACD, in terms of this low over there, moving averages, we are not forming a hidden bearish divergence. So bullish divergence, sorry, I said bearish. I mean bullish divergence, of course. But the MACD is relatively neutral right now, relatively equal. So the MACD is not really giving us anything. The MACD is right now suggesting we are in a healthy downtrend. So we can't be seeing a trend reversal of the MACD right now. But if we're looking to the RSI, if we're looking to the money flow index, you know that we are right now seeing a hidden bullish divergence. And of course, I will be always say so. Don't expect that we're going to see, of course, this divergence play out right now already, and don't expect that the Bitcoin is going to push up towards the upside right here. It could be taking several hours, but it is an indication that the market could be shifting its trend once again back towards the upside. So make sure to pay your attention towards this. And I don't think that the imminent short term you should be so bearish. I don't think that you should be overly bearish right now, because I still think the probabilities of this hidden bullish divergence are relatively high, that we're going to move up from here on. But in my opinion, the best scenario that could be playing out right now here is, let's say, see a 1 hourly candle close on this green box over here. And if we're seeing a 1 hourly candle close over this green box over here, or at least a touch, it's going to be relatively a bullish retest, and we could be relatively see, of course, a very strong bounce from that point. So I would love to see that playing out right here live on the stream here. And if we could be for sure see so, it will be having a lot of bullish consequences for Bitcoin. So yeah, don't make sure that you're not losing your attention. Make sure that you're not losing your focus right now. But we're still creating a hidden bullish divergence, what could be really helping up to push up the price in the coming hours from here on. If we're looking to Ethereum, yeah, you can see not really a good hourly candle close, to be honest. Yeah, if you're going to really approach it differently from this point of view, of course, you could be say, yeah, we're still in this this upper slope support line. But I mean, if we're not just going to approach with any of these support lines, what I can say here is we formed a low over here, higher low over here, higher low over here, higher low over here. So as long as we're keeping the higher low trajectory, it is going to be solid. As soon as the 1 hourly candles for Ethereum is going to form a lower low, it's going to be relatively a more bearish trend, because if we're say at the same time while we are forming this higher low trajectory on Ethereum, we're as well forming a higher high trajectory. So looking particularly good here, and right now, especially on the imminent short term, you can see we formed this higher high structure. So definitely not bad at all for now on, at least. As soon as we're going to shift this trend here and form this lower low, this is the time to get really worried about the price action and the price trend that we're currently trading in. So keep that in your mind, keep that in the back of your mind here, keep that, of course, very important information. At the same time, Bitcoin still retracing back towards its 4-hourly previous resistance target that is right now flipping into support. I don't think that this is really the time to be starting to panic. This is the time to be greedy. This is a good retest that we're currently getting. And what I would love to see is this 4-hourly candle close, of course, on this range over here. But guys, right now, Unfortunately, I will be wrapping up the stream here. So what I will be doing here is, of course, keep you guys, first of all, up to date here on my Twitter page if we're seeing any important developments. So make sure to follow me on Twitter at RoverCRC as well. I will be being live later today once again here. So guys, I will be back with another live stream later today, especially if the market, of course, is going to settle down here. The market could be maybe see this pullback towards this level. But as soon, guys, as we are seeing some important price action playing out here on the market, I will be go live as on the first person here on YouTube. I will be go live right away because I will be here always reacting with you guys towards these market moves to give you guys an imminent update what to be expecting from the price action on Bitcoin. So don't forget to smash up the likes here on the stream if you like this content. Of course, don't forget to smash up the likes here on the stream if you want to be seeing another stream later today, and if you want to see, of course, me discussing the market if we're going to see something interesting playing out. Don't forget to ring the bell notification, of course, on this channel, and subscribe, and of course ring the bell notification so you'll always get a notification on your phone or on your computer once we're hitting that live button, because I am not going to hit that live button if nothing special happens, of course. I know you will be seeing it, of course, as well on the title, on what, of course, currently the thing is what we need to discuss here. So guys, thank you so much for watching once again to this amazing new stream here on the channel. Don't forget to follow me on the socials if you want to be staying up to date about the next stream and, of course, the next market developments here on the Bitcoin market. So with that have being said here, guys, I will be back if we're seeing some interesting price action that we definitely have to be discussing. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out. Goodbye.